All right, this is the routine page. Here we have the ability to see all of the current routines that we've set up or copied from other people, as well as get a look at the other routine templates that people have shared so that we can go through that list and, for example, browse through it and see like, oh, Hannah set up a post stream routine and improvement assessment for music streamers. Maybe I'm a music streamer, so that might be a good place for me to start. But let's take a look just right now at one of the routines I've set up, which is my post stream routine called Quick Reminds after a long stream. So, like for example, here I just have a quick checklist that say after saying hi to the raid target, take a 15-minute break. So that's just the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to engage with the raid target. I'm going to export my VOD to YouTube. And this is just reminding me, giving me a quick list so I can really fly through these things. So when I'm done streaming, I can take care of all that little miscellaneous stuff afterward and get it out of the way. On the right-hand side here, we have some journal prompts that I've created. So I'm going to rate my stream, jot down notes on what worked well. So let's call that a 4. I liked when X, Y, Z happened. I can improve by changing, you know, A, B, and C. And then I can remember next time what that is. Secondly, one thing useful I've found is that having a Discord follow-up template, for example, if you like to post in Discord after you're done streaming, we have like a template here that we can start with, and then kind of copy and paste that, and maybe modify the text a little bit. You know, put in who rated us, all that kind of stuff, and then we can copy and paste this into Discord or Twitter or whatever it is that you want to do. There is some plans here to make it so these templates can be sent through the Stream Advisor, the ChatGPT powered tool there, to help you kind of like come up with different texts so it's not exactly the same every single time, like rewrite it a little bit so we get a little bit of variety there, but you're not spending all this mental energy writing it yourself. You can just kind of run it through there and then tweak it a little bit, as well as having some of these things be a little more automated. So, for example, I'd like to give a special mention to some awesome raiders who joined us today. So, one of the ideas we have here is that templates like this, we would be able to actually have stream routines see who rated, and automatically fill this information out, put their name, put their bio, whatever it might be. And we do have the ability to pull that information in now, but we don't yet have the functionality built that actually modifies your template for you. So we can see previous entries that we've done on this template. So a couple other times I've worked on this. If we look at the edit routine page, this is where we can rename it, change the description, update the task tree. We can add new tasks. So I'm going to say task A. And then as we create these tasks, we can actually drag and drop the order around. We can set, these other tasks as children of tasks, that kind of thing. And, you know, put that under here. So, that kind of thing. And on the right hand side, we have the ability to share the template. As I've mentioned before, we want the ability for people who have set up good routines, good goals, that kind of stuff to, excuse me, share it with other people on the site. So if you click the share template button, it'll let the stream routine admins know that you think this is a really good routine and you want to share it with other people. And so if we then approve it, then your routine will show up on that routine templates page along with your card, to show that it was you that created it, so people can recognize you for that. During that onboarding process, as you might remember, we filled out what categories that we streamed in, kind of like when we streamed, that kind of stuff, what our motivations were. And so the idea here is that if I am sharing my template, these are good tags to put in here so that when other users are going through the list of templates that are available, they can filter it based on the kind of thing they do. So they might be like, okay, I'm a music streamer that wants to share my passion, so this routine would be good for me, for example. Below that, we have these widgets. Now, these widgets don't actually do anything or don't do too much yet. We're working on building these out right now. But the idea with these widgets is that they would show up on that routine page that we were working on, where we were checking the items off. So, for example, we have like a calendar widget that we're working on building. This calendar widget would be a modal window that would show our content plan for the next stream, week, or month, or whatever it might be, so that we can think a little bit about, okay, what are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing in 3 days? That kind of stuff. Maybe widget showing a brief community summary for the last week, month, quarter, year, who the top viewers are, top contributors, that kind of stuff. Maybe look at our VIP list. That kind of stuff would be on the widget so that we could then easily do that straight from the post stream routine, for example. So we have a bunch of ideas here. You can read through these. If you come up with any more, yeah, feel free to let us know what you think about these. We also have the provide feedback button there on the right hand side where you can put that information in. Then we have our journal prompts. In the journal prompt areas, we put this estimated time just as a way to remind ourselves how much time we should be spending on these particular prompts. So, maybe we don't want you to get too in depth. We just want you to 1 minute, 30 seconds, just whatever you think is a good estimated time for this, you can put there. If you include the 5-star rating, that'll give you the ability to rate it like we saw before, and then the templates, adding additional prompts, that kind of stuff. And so, just as a quick thing here, I'm going to take you back to the main routines page and let's look at the routine template. So I mentioned before that if you do have if you do share your routine, then it will show up in this list. Right now, it's mostly all Hannah and then just one that I've set up. Yeah, so then we can copy the Hannah's routine. We can preview Hannah's routine, for example. And then, so here's one that she set up. Let's say I like this one. I can hit copy routine template. That'll save it to my page and give me the ability to then take what she started with and modify it, which I think is pretty cool. The other thing I just wanted to mention as a quick aside is anytime you see a little card like this, where it has the profile Twitch image, the name, and then their type, if you click on it, you'll actually get a pop-up window that will give you some good information about that person, their bio, links to their Twitch tracker, and Solinome, as well as like a 30-day summary if they're an affiliate or above. Notes that you might have about this person, any chat history that they might have inside of your channel once the bot is running, which we currently have disabled, but that is that. Okay, so that is the routines page.